Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing how to open a string file in C#, format the text and write to another one. Let's start. I have to open Visual Studio. Let's create a new file, choose C#, legacy.NET Framework. Let's name it to string2. And let's start. So, first, I need an interface. Project at class interface. It is called ilogic.cs. I need three methods here that will be implemented later. So void read all with a parameter string pass. Then void write all with a parameter string pass. And the third one will be void display. It will display the text file to the console. I need another class. You can do it by clicking on project, add class. I will name it for complex.cs. We need the inheritance here, iLogic, and then we need to implement the three functions in the interface. So the first one, void read all string pass. It will be public, so you can access it outside the object, the class. I have to create a list. It will be private list string and equals new list string. In order to open a file or read from a text file, we need to create the StreamReader object. StreamReader SR, and yes, StreamReader SR equals new StreamReader class. We need an empty string, so string line equals, so it is empty, while not sr dot end of string, line equals sr read line, and then we need to add to the list. There are two options here. The first one is using the dot split function. The second one will be by using the dot replace function. Let's try both of them. So l dot add line dot split. Then you need to put the type of the symbol, so it can be multiply in our case, and then the index number. So if you want to put the first and the last names and you separate them with a multiply symbol, you can use line.split. You need to enter the multiply symbol, then you need to enter the index number. So 0 plus space and plus the same line.split symbol, and then the index number. It is the first option. The second option will be l.add line.replace, and you can choose what to replace. So the first one will be the multiply symbol that you want to replace, and the second one will be the space. Then we need to close the stream reader. sr.close. Okay. Then let's create the second function. It is called write all. First the display. It is called the display. So public void display. It is so simple, you need a for each loop. For each string item in L. And you need l.console writeLine item. And then we can call our complex object in the main function. Complex C equals new complex. And then we can call the function itself, c.readAll names. Let's say names.txt will be our file. And then we can display in the console c.display. So let's create our text file. By default, Visual Studio always keep the files in the user folder, in the source and repos folder. In our case, I called the application string2, so it is in the user folder, source, repos. It is string2. String2. And you need to put, in debug mode, you need to put the text file in the debug folder. Yes, but first we need to implement write all as well. Okay. And now let's create a text file containing names, first names and last names, in the debug folder. It will be called names.txt. So names.txt. You need to add names separated by a multiply symbol. James, Arbor, Daniel, Craig, David, Hanson, Anna, Parker. Let's try. And as you can see, it works. So, let me explain. We've got our iLogic interface. We've got free function that must be implemented in the complex class. With an inheritance, we inherit all the free functions that must be implemented here. And then in the program class, we created the complex object, and then we called those functions. And now we've got one more thing. First, let's try with, sorry. So it is the first option with the split. So let's try again. James Harper, Daniel Craig, David Hanson, Anna Parker. It was done by using the split function, and if you want to try the other one, other solution, it will be l.add line.replace, so the replace function. It does the same, as you can see. And also I want to show you the trim function. So the trim function by default deletes the end, the beginning, and the end of the line. So if you choose a character, for instance this one, it will remove this symbol from the beginning and the end of the line. It's so simple. Let's try it. Having done that, it will remove the end and the beginning of the line, and also the multiply symbol. Let's try that. Yes, it works. So now we've got one last task. We need to create a new file and save to there. In this case, first we need to check if the file does exist or not. It will be if not file.exists and the path, then we need file stream fs equals file dot create path, and then we need to close the file stream, so fs dot close. And then we need a stream writer object, so let's create stream writer sw equals new stream writer path, stream writer path. Then we need a for each loop, so for each string item in our L list, sw.writeLine item, and then we can close sw.close. So let's call the write_all function that will save the formatted text to a new file. c.write_all, and it will create formatted.txt. Let's try. Let's try again. James Harper, Daniel Craig, David Hanson, Anna Parker. We've got formatted. And that's all. You can try with me as well. If you're interested, just create a new C# project and try it. I hope you enjoyed my content. Thanks for watching.